Hello, welcome back to Headlong Hunt. Last episode we finished the grass. Oh, we finished the grass level, the grass area, with some pretty cool puzzles. A very cool final puzzle as well. So this episode we're gonna move on to the ice area, which, from what I heard, is some pretty banger music too. I think, or at least I think this is really nice. All right, what is ice about? Hi, ice. So ice blocks as regular blocks. But I'm assuming they bridge over stuff. Again, no multi-push. You can shove them off here though. I don't know if I want that or not. Okay. I want to be able to bridge over to the other side. What is the number 1 on them? I don't know. If I want to bridge over from here. Actually, I don't think it matters where I bridge from. I just need to bridge over. Okay. How do I get any of these blocks out? I need a second block, yeah? I can shoot the blocks and move them over like that. Ah, no, okay, never mind. It's... with 2 blocks, I can get 1 block out perfectly. And then... there you go. Second block over. And scale you up. Alright, so ice is just blocks, but making bridges in water. Cool. Lore. Oh, there goes. Oh, usually, like, reading... like, the direct path to a piece of lore never really loses the puzzle, huh? But this one does. Anyway, the blocks of ice, common to colder areas, are likely products of some strange geological process. Whether they result from erosion or form as large cubic snowflakes is up for debate. I mean, ice cubes don't usually occur naturally. I have a block of ice here. And bridge over to get that block of ice. Does that look useful enough to me? I guess so, because I need something to bridge over here and scare it to the... scare it to the, what direction is this? You know, this direction. Okay, I think I see it though. I need to get this block over. Ooh, I don't want to scare you away. Okay. Maybe it would be better if I... scare you over first? Maybe a good thing I can do is this. I need to bridge over. Okay, I can scale you downwards. Is that good? If I bridged over, I could scale you downwards. Why is that good? So I can scale you over like so. And I scale you up. Yep, and I think bridging over lets me scale you over. And we're done. Okay. Lots of ice blocks. Alright. Okay, monster over there means it needs to be scared maybe towards the right like that. Or if I put an ice block here, I can scare it upwards. Okay, so I can only bridge here at this point in time. I'm pretty sure I have no other choice. Maybe this is better. But I don't think it really matters right now. I just want to bridge over. Is a thing. And at this point, I can either bridge up or I can bridge this way. I think scaring you up is the only other choice I have. Yeah, you can't go down, you can't go right. So you have to go up. And then you can either be scared up. Sorry, the block can either go up or rightwards. There's 2 blocks here, which is interesting. Actually, we do have an excess of blocks, don't we? In terms of bridging over. Because if we were to connect all of these in a network, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You only need 6 total blocks. And there are 8 blocks total, so we definitely have an excess. A lot of the blocks exist mainly just to block you from going around. So it feels like this is good, but something might be wrong here. I suppose I can scale you over to the right now. But to scale you up, I will still need to bridge over. So this block is still required to go all the way back here. And I can bridge over here. That is a failure. Okay. Okay, so maybe what I want to do is... I can't get this out. Okay. So maybe what I want to do is I want to have positioned Yeah, I want to have positioned the ice block somewhere better here, which means that we shouldn't have scared it to the right just yet. Because I want to stand here without scaring you down, so you can't be all the way here yet. I can use one block to bridge down there. So this block over here is sort of net zeroed by this block. Net zeroed. Yeah, it's like how I haven't actually released that, have I? The I Wanna Lockpick has this idea of if you enter with a key and get a key back, you basically didn't spend any key to unlock a door for free. And so this is sort of the same thing. I bridged over with a block and got a block back for free. In fact, we got some extra interest as well. So that was more productive than just bridging down here. And so like this, I can just go up there. Okay. We have choices now, but I think this is a branch, so this doesn't go anywhere. Alright, ice 4. Okay, we got a monster on water right now. I was gonna say on ice. No, that's not true. It looks like perhaps I want to push this block away and then scare it towards the right. Ah, but this block can't bridge. Okay, so I have to maybe replace the ice block like so. I'll do the same here because I'm gonna bridge downwards. So this block has to be here to replace this. These act as blockers so that these guys don't go away. In fact, yeah, no, this is fine. I was thinking this might be bad because it scares you away, but no, this block exists to block you. It would have existed to block line of sight, but that's not true. It exists to block you from flying away from me. Flying? Escaping away from me. I can go there and block, and then I can just do this, and then we're done. Okay, interaction between regular blocks and... I can't go right now. I have to clear this one first. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is the first interaction between regular blocks and ice blocks that we've seen so far. Okay. You can only be scared up or left. Up is pretty hard to accomplish, so left is the first thing I have to do. I think it's the only thing I can do. Alright, never mind. Let's keep going. Got some weird stuff happening. Anyway, what are we doing? Right, ice. So I haven't formulated a plan for this monster yet, but I think... So I want to scare it this way, up, then leftwards. So maybe something like this. I need a bridge over here. I need to stand here. This one looks very awkward. In fact, all these are against the wall. Okay. I only need 2 blocks from here, but unfortunately I can't really get... Oh no, I can get 2 blocks. I can get this block and this block. Okay. Okay, so I think I see what I'm supposed to do. Scale you up, scale you over. This block is now stuck, but if I push this up, I'll be fine to get these up, and then I can have this to scare it leftwards. To get it up there, I use this block to bridge over like this. Right, so using ice as extensions of an existing island. Cool. Alright, so let's keep bridging. We have some lore. This will most certainly lose us the level. Though many have tried, none has managed to slide more than a few inches across the blue ice. It's just not that slippery for some reason. Alright, looks like we want... Okay, I can obtain... what can I obtain from this set of 4? I can obtain... 1, maybe? That's 1. I can obtain 2 just by doing this. That's how I obtain 2 blocks. I can't obtain any more than 2. I don't think so. I don't know why this exists though. It looks like I want to bridge over without scaring you. And I think I will need some... I'll need a total of 4 blocks. I think I know how. I need to set up a blocker here, which I can do like this. I'll then need to get over, which have to be like this, because otherwise I can't get over without scaring you away. And then the last block actually just gets me over myself. And I think we're done. There you go. Okay, that's a lot of blocks. I want to somehow get over here. Okay, so massive bridging project. Okay, if I got over right now, I'm pretty sure I don't want to get anything on the top row. I can't really get anything here either, so maybe bottom row is better. I guess bottom row is better. Nothing is really productive in the top 2 rows. So now I can get 2 blocks for the price of 1. I can try to bridge over, but I do see that bridging over will lose this guy. If I want to make a profit at all times... Okay, these 3 blocks are what I need to bridge over to get 4 blocks out. Actually 5, because I can not retrieve this block, no. Also, this ice... No, I just thought this ice looks brighter than this ice, so it's probably because this ice is in water. Alright, so that's how I get that to work. Is there a better position? Actually, maybe yes. Maybe if these 2 blocks were maybe here, I would have access to a lot more. And actually, this block can really only get out through this column. So if I go all the way back to before that block was placed in, this would be a better column. Could be slightly better as well. I guess it doesn't really help with this area over here, which requires a lot more assistance. That's okay. If I got you to be... No, this block is forever gone, I think. I feel like this column would be maybe better, but not really, because I couldn't get this out either way. That would scare you out, so no. Does the game have a grid, by the way? It does, okay. That's very helpful, maybe. Let's just stuff it there. Let's get all these blocks out. I have a total of 4. I'm pretty sure these are all retrievable. Yeah, these are all retrievable, although fairly tedious to retrieve. Also... How many do I really want to deal with at once? How many can I deal with at once without overloading them in the same row? I guess since these are all free to be taken at any time, I'll just leave a couple. I'll leave a couple maybe. Okay. This block looks like it's get one. It's pull one in, get one out. I don't see why that's useful. I need 5 blocks total. Okay. 5 blocks total is definitely a loss right now, because we get 4 here. I know it's not possible to get... It is not possible to get these 2 in less than 2. Okay. Okay. So right now we are 1 short. We have to somehow... Well, okay, we're almost 1 short. If I could push this way, that would be nice, but I cannot. Which makes us truly 1 shot in this case. And I can't even get rid of this block. If I could get this block to do something, I think maybe I'll be better off. Maybe. So I'm pretty sure this is a good first step. It just gets us another block, and I don't know if there's any better way of doing it. It's lose 1 ice for 1 ice, so I'm pretty sure that's good. If I did this... no. I don't know how I'll be able to get over to this area without really... Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do anything there. How many blocks would I need for that anyway? Wouldn't I need quite a lot? If I put 2 blocks in here, I'll need 3 more blocks here. If I had to bridge over a gap of 1, I will need 3. Right, that's why I have 3 blocks here. In here to get 1 out. I don't know why I do that. Why would I come in here and get 1 out? A bridge here doesn't help me, does it? I don't think it would. Maybe... Okay, let's think about it. We need 5 blocks here. Is that true? One, two, three, four, 5. Is that true? Can I get rid of this as a block? I don't see how. Okay. If I had 5 here, to get into this area, I would need another block here, plus a stack of 2. A stack of 2 looking like this. So this stack of 2 is what is required to prevent me from being... to prevent you from running away. So that makes another 3 here. So this setup total requires 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. But clearly that won't work because we already need some blocks to bridge over here. So there has to be some other more elegant solution. Maybe? Okay, if we had 2 here, so this is 8, this is 10 total. We can use... So we know this setup uses 8. If we save the last 2, then this setup will only actually use 6. And in reality... that still doesn't really work out. I say in reality we only need 5 to get over to here. But that would be a loss. Even though 5 is good, we do need 6 out of these 8 blocks to be used in this setup. Which then only means that we can... Well, it then means that we can only have 2 blocks here. 2 blocks here is interesting. Why 2 blocks here? Because 8, 2 is 10. One of these blocks leads to a singular block here. I still don't get why this exists. I really don't understand why this exists. Why? Who needs that? When am I able to bridge over and obtain a gain by doing this? Would that not be a net 0? It would not if the setup currently uses 3. I'll need at least 5 blocks here. Yes. And the 5 blocks are the single block for me to bridge over and a stack of 2 to block my vision. Plus the 2 extra blocks to set up this so-called setup as well. So I need 5 blocks to initiate the ability to get here. Which is why I need this block over here, right? 3 blocks to bridge over. But then what does that mean? That means that after I'm done with said 3 blocks, then I can obtain this block back because there already exists another stack of 2 here. So this stack is important. I cannot put it behind a wall. Okay. I don't know if you were able to follow my thought process here. But the reason why this stack is important to be left alone or left retrievable is so that... Wouldn't I need another bridge here? Does that count for a net gain? Yeah, no, I think this is fine. Said bridge already does exist. It exists under this stack of 2, which actually works. I have lost because this stack needed to be 1 more to the left. Of course. Well, let's do it all again. I thought it had to be one. Oops. Yeah. So this stack of 2, I thought was only as a stack of 2, but it's not actually as a stack of 2. Rather... Okay. It doesn't act only as a stack of 2, rather it also acts as a bridge that is sort of hidden. You don't really see it as a bridge until you pass through it. But to be able to pass through it, you need another stack of 2 in front to further block the vision from that monster. Should I call it a monster? We're kind of bad calling it a monster. I know I've called it a monster for like a while already, but still feels kind of bad. I don't know what else I could call it though. Okay, let's get you out. Let's get you over. And out and over. What a puzzle. That was definitely something. Alright. New interaction. You need to be scared here, I think. Then I can bridge over like this and then get you down. In fact, this is the only use for this. Either I push up here and scare you over. I guess it's also somewhat valid actually. Most of these ice blocks, in fact all of these ice blocks are stuck against walls. This one in particular doesn't really do anything. So I actually say that this one is the one that helps me push over like so. Then you can exist to help me push down. Yes, so I'm pushing down. If I push you down, I can push you this way. Okay, so that means that these need to exist over here. That allows me to bridge over. Ooh, okay. So this has to be done first. Does it have to be done first? How do I bridge you? How do I bridge over without... I can bridge over once you're below actually. You don't block my way. So here. Now with this bridge far enough down, I can scare you over. I can scare this block here. So this will knock against that ice block there. And that ice block can then be used to push you down. Or scare you down. Nice. Okay. Don't really understand what the interaction... I mean, not everything has to be a new interaction. But yeah, okay. Ice 9. Let's do Ice 9 first. And just stand all the way there. So there needs to be the ability to push a block here to bridge this gap. And actually, like there's almost no interaction with this monster right now. So this is all just Sokoban. Right. This bend is kind of tough to work around. If I could get an ice block here, that would be good, but how would I do that? And again, ice block here. And then... Still can't get an ice block there though. I need a lot of things. Okay, I need to get an ice block here first. And then an ice block here to push all the way up. But to do those things are very challenging. Generally... Oh wow, this actually gets really deep. I was thinking you need an ice block here. Reason why is that once you get your ice block in this position up top, then you can go around it and push it this way. That's how you get an ice block in here. But that then requires you to have an ice block here. And I don't know how to do that besides pushing all the way up from here. But to get an ice block here to bridge this gap, you need an ice block here. But again, ice block here to bridge this gap, you need an ice block here. But to do that, you need a lot more ice blocks. You might need 2 more here and here. So how many ice blocks do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6. We only have 7. Okay. And you find a better route. Ice block here, how? Ice block here, how? 1... Because we need to have 1 here, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Wait, did I miscount? 5, 6, 7? Did I miscount? No, I didn't, because this is either 3 here. Yeah, you need 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. 1 here. And then 2 more here or 2 more here. That's 7 total plus this block is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The reason why is because you need a block here to be able to get a block here, to be able to get a block here. Oh, actually, it might be a bit easier if I had a block here. That one's the most easily accessible one. Okay. If I could just access that block, which I think I can by doing this, taking this long route. This actually will allow me to have a block right here. So actually isn't a problem there at all. And this block exists because we want to be able to push it to the right, which will then allow us to push this up, which will then allow us to push this in that slot over down the right. And then because I have that filled, I can then push you over to the left. And now that that's filled, I can finally do this. Wow, this is intricate. These puzzles are... I don't know if I've ever seen one like that before. Maybe I haven't thought about puzzles like that. But I'm pretty sure that... Well, I don't think this would have been a very... This isn't a very unique idea, I suppose. But I don't think I've ever thought of a puzzle this way before. Like, I haven't really gone that much into backward thinking to solve a puzzle like that, even though I'm pretty sure I've solved something like that before. Alright, moving on. Ice 10. Ice 10. Okay. Well, we might only be able to solve 10 puzzles today. That is not a lot. We have more lore, though. That might be death. 90% of icebergs are underwater. This fraction continues to grow as people keep pushing them in to walk on them. Right. Oops. My bad. Alright. So let's see. I can scare you down and I can scare you right. Doing that. I can scare you up, I believe. Do I want to scare you anywhere else in particular? No, but I will want a block to do this. Okay, if I can do that, I can... I could scare you from here, just in there is all. Is it important or is it just a place to put the law? I don't know. I don't know about this block. This block looks like it might be a bit of a thing. A hassle to collect? I can do this, I can do this, but I can't get high up enough. Do I have a better option here? There's just a lot of rocks in the way. That makes it kind of hard. Okay, I know what. These blocks over here are actually traps. Once a monster comes in, it can't get out. Yeah, it just cannot get out. So interestingly enough, there are in fact ways to make traps for these monsters. This was like the best first move though. Like maybe dictated by the fact that that is the only way to get lore is by going through there, maybe? Maybe I don't want to scare you first so I can use this block. But this block, isn't this block there to block you? How else can I... How else can I... I can scare you this way and then you have to be scared upwards into this block. Right? And then one of the blocks needs to be here. That is... I was gonna say unless it is instead that there were a blocker here, so I can put a stack of 2 there? Maybe? But it doesn't seem to work. It seems to just lead you into a trap. And the only way you can go afterwards is like left, and then after here you're stuck. I don't think there's any better place for you to go. I can get this block out. I can move around, but not necessarily anywhere useful. I suppose another place I could put the block is here. But I don't see any difference in this and the previous one. I guess I can do some preparation now. That's actually what I did just now, wasn't it? Said preparation is not actually preparation. You're really far away is my one statement. You're really far away. So I don't know how I would convince you to... I'm thinking of using this as a way to scare you to the... here. But wouldn't that just not let you be... No, you could be scared down and then leftwards and then up. Ooh, okay. Okay. I can do that. So let's start by having a platform here. I don't know what these are for right now, so we'll figure that out when we can. I'm gonna scare you over. And then I can scare you up. And that uses this. So now, if I went all the way back and I scared you to the right by 1, that allows me to maneuver this block. And I can also scare you down as well. Okay. Actually, I can just push this down. I'm pretty sure that's good. Ah, and these blocks actually bridge all the way there to scare you up. Okay. And what that ice block that I pushed in just now, what this one did, is it just scares you to the left. That solves it. That's a very interesting use of ice blocks. Definitely not what one might have expected, so cool. Okay, that was 10 levels, I think. Wow, yeah, that was 10 levels. Okay, we just did 1 page today. I guess we'll... Whoa, what is going on there? In fact, what are these? These are not ice. We're still in ice... Yeah, we're still in Iceland, though. Iceland. This is ice 11 and ice 12. I do see ice up there. There isn't any ice here, though. This is a huge... What is this mess? Also, wait. Also, where is the place with the converging... It's a path going this way, so I guess this is where it converges. But there is still stuff up there as well, so I'm not sure what that might be about. Anyway, yeah. Alright, I think I'm done with this for now. Yeah, I'm done. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.